Hello, everybody. Spider here, Comes Soon Podcast. Of course, being joined by the ever great Amanda Bearse. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great, honey.
Now, it's a pleasure to meet you. I've been following you, of course, on social media, the events you've been attending, all these conventions, and I was hoping you'd be here soon, and here you are. So thank you for coming.
Thanks for having me.
Now, earlier I asked you as far as the being called Darcy. I mean, there's no offense to that, right? I mean, that is a character that you basically...
Yeah, Marcy Darcy, as she lives and breathes, still inside of me somewhere.
Yeah, and I gotta ask you. I mean, when it comes to the TV show, how fun was it doing the episodes? Was it?
Well, we were 10 years doing that show.
Oh, yeah.
So in 10 years' time, we're going to have good days, and maybe not some good days. But it was an incredible experience. We helped launch the Fox network. That show was not going to get on ABC, CBS, or NBC back in the day.
No.
And that show also gave me my second career as a director, which is where I've been for the last 30 years.
No, you see, and it's funny you say that because for me, it's just like if it happened yesterday because I watch reruns like everybody else. So it's just like, I can't believe it's been that long, It's been a while. Now, of course, when I first started watching Married with Children, it used to be like Married with Children, and then they had a show called Glow, Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling.
Oh, yeah.
And for me, it was always like back to back. Like I had to. I was like, man, I got to watch Married with Children. And then, throughout the years, like you said, it did catapult you into what you do now. Was that a blessing in disguise?
Actually, it was an intentional move on my part. I would have liked to have been able to do both the acting and directing as I was doing on Married with Children. Yeah. But Hollywood at that time especially was pretty limiting to women behind the camera.
Oh, yeah.
And I wanted to be taken seriously as a director, so I quit acting.
Nice. Now, of course, being the times that we're in now, how well do you think that show would do right now? Married with Children,
that would never be made today. It was offensive in the 1980s.
Yes.
There's no way it would happen today.
No. Right? You see, and I do that. I watch movies from the 80s, and I'm like, man, there's no way they would remake that movie. It'd be like censored throughout the whole thing, so,
But that's okay. That's
for
really
sure.
Okay.
Now, I got to ask you, because, of course, the characters, the actor, the gal that played, Peggy, and then Bud Bundy, they've been actually in conventions. Is there like a works of getting everybody together? No?
I could say that pretty certainly.
Okay. Unless it happens.
Not going to happen.
But if it were you guys set up for the same show, maybe, possibly?
I doubt it.
Okay.
I'm telling you truthfully, yes.
But, of course, Fright Night, when it came to coming out in that movie, was that something that you were hoping for as far as a horror movie, or was it just a job?
Oh, no, it was not my genre. It still isn't. I can't watch horror movies. My imagination gets too crazy.
Oh, no.
But it was very exciting to be a part of that project and to play a character that got to go through such an arc throughout the course of the film. It was great storytelling on behalf of Tom Holland, both as on the written page, and then he directed it, and it's beautiful visual storytelling. So.
Yeah, you see it. I agree. I was talking to your neighbor over here, Jonathan, and I told him it seemed like you guys had some great chemistry. I said, how fun was it being in the?
We had a blast. Yeah. We had a great time making it, and had no idea though that it would have success, much less the longevity that it's had for over 30 years. So it's really a delight to be able to come out and talk to fans still about a project that was made so very long ago.
No, definitely. And of course, like I said, we appreciate you guys coming out and actually doing these, because otherwise we wouldn't be able to see you guys in person, So it's actually, it's truly something that we look forward to. So we appreciate that.
Thank you. That's nice of you to say.
Now, of course, as far as right now, is there any projects that you are working on?
Well, we're on strike. After and SAG are on strike. I had a movie come out last fall called Bros. I had a small part. I decided to go back in front of the camera.
Oh, okay.
And then there's another film that's starting to make the film festival circuit.
Right.
And it's called Tapawingo. And again, I have a small part, and it's fun at this point in my life to be back in front of the camera. But for the most part, I'm retired. I still direct things here and there, but and then I come and do the conventions. No,
you see, and of course, so are cameos something that you're willing to do throughout?
It depends on the project.
Right, of course.
Yeah.
Now, as far as movies that are, after the strike, of course, are you looking to stay busy for hopefully by next year?
Well,
the strike's
you
over.
know what? I'm kind of winding down and things.
Okay.
And I stay busy just in life, and
Right.
these conventions keep me pretty busy and traveling a lot. But you never know. You know, I take it as it comes, and we'll just see if it looks like something that I'm going to have fun doing. Then yeah, I'm all for it.
And I didn't even ask you earlier. Was this the first time being in San Antonio?
No, I traveled. I moved from LA to Georgia, where I'm from, with my daughter to grow her there. Didn't want to grow her in Hollywoodland.
Oh no.
And we drove through San Antonio and stopped, did the Riverwalk, did the Alamo, did a little bit of the tourist thing, but that was 23 years ago.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. You know what?
So it's been a minute.
Yeah, I was actually down there last week. I'm local, but it's rare that I go downtown. I mean, I've seen it so much, but the other day I actually went to a convention. I caught the bus to get my vehicle, and I'm walking and I'm seeing new things, and I'm like, man, I had no idea this was there. So they're still growing. So I can only imagine the last time you were there, you'll probably be surprised.
Oh, yeah, I would. It happens.
No,
you stay
for
on the
sure.
planet long enough, things change.
Now, of course, conventions after this, where else can people expect you?
Well, next weekend, which is the 20th, 21st, something like that of October, Stephen and I will be in Phoenix, Arizona, along with William Ragsdale, who played Charlie in Fright Night. And these pop up. I'm actually going to Germany, and I'll see Katie Seagal and David Faustino there in December. So yeah, you never know.
Yeah, well, that's cool. Well, I'm glad you're having fun. I'm glad you're in great spirit, and of course, I thank you for jumping in and doing this with me.
My pleasure.
Anything you want to say before we wrap this up?
No, just thanks for having us. It's always great. We don't necessarily get to spend time out in your city, but I get to know the people, and that's how my experience is. People say, "How's San Antonio?" It's great because I've gotten to meet so many nice people. So
No, for sure. Well, I do thank you, everybody. Of course, Amanda Bearse. This is Spider Coming Soon podcast. Till next time, follow up.